Okay, hello and welcome back to my kitchen, the kitchen of Aries. It's good to see you. I like that new shirt you're wearing. Okay, anyway, enough of the small talk. I have something to do today, and if you couldn't guess yet, it revolves around food, which kind of feels like something I do every day. I eat every day. I'm a person. Great anecdote. No, I have something important to do today, okay? I'm gonna cook some food, yes, all right? But today, we issue the challenge. As some of you know, recently, I was called out.
Julien, I challenge you to make better knäckebröd, because you can.
Oh no, did he? He did it. Oh god. This is bad. This is bad. He did not. It's all thick though, but it looks good. It sounds crispy.
Ooh. Oh, that's good.
Yes!
Whoa.
Knäckebröd!
That is really good.
So it's not Swedish, but it's still made better knäckebröd than me. This breaks my heart, but I do respect it.
And through some foreign packages of flour and a little bit of elbow grease, I rose to the challenge and I made some knäckebröd, or Swedish bread, which is what you saw me make like 2 videos ago. I made that flat stack of crunchy or crispy Swedish bread, and it was outstanding. But I was challenged by PewDiePie to make it because it is his, I guess, favorite bread, rightfully so, it's delicious. And, you know, we duked it out in the kitchen a little bit. So all was well and good. And then all of a sudden, he challenged me again.
Hey, Julien, huh? Alright, you think you can insult me by making better Swedish knäckebröd than me? Huh? That what it is? Well, I challenge you to challenge me. Alright? Anything you can do. Anything. I can do it better.
The challenge ball has been left in my court. And I was trying to think of a really fun thing to challenge PewDiePie on in terms of cooking because, hey, that's what we're here doing, right? We're cooking. And the thing I landed on, I think is pretty fun. I wanted to create an item off of the McDonald's breakfast menu, an item that I've never had. Pretty much the entire McDonald's breakfast menu is just like, hey, Julien, there you go. You can enjoy none of this. And I'm used to that. That's been my life for a long time. Everyone talks about how great McDonald's breakfast is. I can't eat it. So I'm gonna make my own. But I wanna make one thing that I've always wanted to try, and I never understood, you know, why it was popular or what it would taste like. I don't know, but it's called a mcgriddle, okay? It's a mcgriddle. And my thought was I could create my own version of the mcgriddle and challenge Felix to make his own version of his favorite fast food breakfast. Now, I don't know if, do you eat fast food breakfast? I don't know, I hope you do. And if you don't, well, feel free to pass on the challenge or just make something from McDonald's or just ignore me altogether. I'm fine with any of those. But the McGriddle is interesting, right? It's a breakfast sandwich. It's got the egg, bacon, and cheese, or the egg, sausage, and cheese, and whatever, but it's not bread or a bagel or even a biscuit. It's a pancake, but it's like a fluffy pancake. It's a special item. And I wanted to make it my own. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So Felix, I challenge you to make a better breakfast sandwich from a fast food restaurant or McDonald's than I can. So it is on. Also, I definitely didn't go on Etsy and spend $40 to have my own custom engraved food branding iron made for this video specifically. That's not me, you're thinking of someone else. Let's get started. All right, we've all agreed we're gonna do it to him today. Are we in agreement here? Or is that what we're gonna do? It to him? Okay, let's do it to him. For this recipe, you're gonna need some things. You can't cook this with nothing. Surprise. You need food to make food. I read a comment recently that said Julien's monologue at the beginning of his videos is like that long paragraph on every Pinterest before it lists the recipe. And I am a personal hater of the fact that people do that. I'm just like, get to the recipe. And here I am doing the exact same thing in my videos. So exposed, I've been exposed. You win, internet. Anyway, you're gonna need some things for this recipe. You're gonna need some butter, some brekkie sausage. I'm gonna use Miyoko's butter and Beyond Meat breakfast sausage because they're just so dang good. You're also gonna need some pancake batter. You can obviously make your own, but I'm going with this Simple Mills brand. I don't know, it's what I found. I'm gonna use some Violife cheddar slices, and some Just for All folded egg. You're also gonna need a really important component here, which I didn't list, which is maple syrup. Okay, maple syrup. You're gonna do something with maple syrup that you've never done before. Get your minds out of the gutter. We're gonna make tiny little maple syrup balls. It's a weird thing, but I found a video, and I'm gonna be following it from the lovely Joshua Weissman. He basically recreated a McGriddle in a better way than he got from McDonald's. So we're gonna use his method here, and the first thing we're gonna do is basically boil maple syrup. You heard me right, we're gonna boil maple syrup. So if you decide to make this for your roommate or your significant other or your family or whatever, and they catch you starting the recipe and they see you boiling maple syrup, just feel free to accept that judgment that they're gonna have for you, because I don't even know what to think of that. But yeah, let's boil some maple syrup to get started. What do you say? Okay, so basically what we're doing here, making maple syrup in the form that you're used to having it in, which is a gooey liquid, and we're making it into little injection balls. Did I say that right? Yeah. You basically cook the maple syrup, lay it out on a pan to cool, and then you peel it off, and you can just make these tiny little, you roll it up into these little balls, and you put that inside of our pancake bread thing. And I guess it helps with making the flavor the way it's supposed to taste. I don't know. I also don't know if it contributes to the appearance, but this is what we have to do. So let's pop on our cooktop. And you're gonna want like a simmer. You're gonna have to play with the heat. Basically, you don't wanna actually boil the maple syrup, but you do want it to simmer and you want it to foam just a tiny bit. The final temperature we would like is 265 degrees Fahrenheit. So just keep a real close eye. I think this should take about 10 minutes, but I got my trusty thermometer here and my whisk. So we're just gonna heat up some maple syrup. Just normal stuff, you know. I never even knew that this was a thing. Injecting maple syrup pods inside of a pancake. This feels very sciencey, and I like it. Come on, heat it up. Higher, hotter. I don't have the patience for this. Don't worry. I know we're just boiling maple syrup and it's boring, but soon you're gonna be saying, "Welcome to McDonald's. Here's your mcgriddle." It's a proven fact that if you turn the M in McDonald's upside down for all their items, they can't sue you. McWuffin, what are you gonna do about it, McDonald's? Okay, it's starting to boil just a little bit. So you're gonna wanna have something like this ready to go, because you're gonna pour the maple syrup. Basically, we wanna pour it onto a flat nonstick surface and then take a spatula to smooth it out. So it's a nice thin layer. And from that, we're gonna get our little injection pods. Injection pods! Check the temperature. So it's about 215 degrees. We want it at 265. I'm gonna take it off the heat for a sec. This is one of those, I think this is just one of those little finicky processes with heat that you have to really kind of babysit the temperature. And you definitely don't want it to completely foam up. I think once you see it foaming up, kind of like most things I cook, that means it's too hot and it's reacting not how you want it to. So keep the heat to a nice simmer if you can. I can't wait to get this sucker so hot and then brand something with it. All right, it's definitely getting thicker. Definitely 1 or 2 C's have been added to this maple syrup. That's McDonald's mcgriddle with 3 C's. I don't even know what anything means anymore. There really isn't much of a low setting on this burner. It's either like hot and high or off. It just like kind of turns off when you set it to a simmer. But I'm really trying not to let this foam up too much, because I know that in Joshua's video he said you don't want it to foam. So I think just it being in the pot for long will help it heat up, obviously, because the pot's hot. Yeah, it's 240 now, 245. Ooh, might be time. Definitely I'm not wearing shoes right now. So if any of this incredibly piping hot lava of maple syrup spills, it'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's 238. I think it's probably good to go. Let's remove our cooktop and we're gonna pour our maple syrup flat. All right, okay. And you're gonna wanna take a spatula to really spread it out because you want the layer to be nice and thin. So our injection pods will be easy to lift off of the paper and roll up later. All right, well, that's that. This is it. So we just set this aside to cool. I think you can put it in the fridge. I don't know. Okay, here we have 2 Beyond Breakfast sausage patties. These are incredible. And we're just gonna place them down on our flat top, our makeshift flat top, press them down a little bit so they're a little bit flatter, and cook these suckers up. We want them to get nice and greasy and crispy, everything you want in your breakfast sausage. I also learned that you're just gonna wanna cool the maple syrup to room temperature, and then we'll get to that in a sec. So I didn't have to put that in the fridge, it's just chilling. Also, doing this recipe the way I'm doing it, or the mcgriddle way, or using plant-based ingredients, this is the easiest part, like the egg and the cheese. So I'm just gonna cook the egg while I cook the sausage because why the hell not? You know what I mean? It's in here. There's no finesse required. It's a pre-folded fake egg. Who cares? Let's just do it. All right, I'm gonna cut the heat, dead ass, and I'm going to let just the egg sit for a second while I remove the sausage so it doesn't burn. And next, we are on to making our magical pancakes. But first, we gotta check out our hopefully room temperature and solid maple syrup. Let's put this behind us and we'll check on that in a sec. All right, it is time to make our pancakes. Let's start the mixture by putting 3/4 a cup of this proper pancake mixture that we did not make ourselves, but feel free if you're feeling wild and confident to make yours from scratch. We have our egg replacer right here. I'm gonna add that. We're gonna do a tablespoon of oil, which I'm gonna estimate right now. That looked about right, I think. And we're gonna use all of this milk that we have left. We don't have any milk. I'm gonna add a little water instead. This is basically just our pancake batter. You know what the consistency of pancake batter should look like, so you probably already have an idea. This looks like a good mixture texture, I think. I don't know. Maybe a little, I don't know. I think this looks actually pretty good for pancake batter. I think this should be solid. Oh my gosh, it's completely hardened. That is wild. Look at this. What have we done? Has it hardened? It has. Oh wait, no, it's not. Maybe a couple more minutes. I don't know. But our pancake mixture is looking good. So the next step is to use these little egg-shaped rings, whatever you want to call them, just these circle rubber things. And we are going to scoop about 3 tablespoons of mixture onto the pan inside of each of those, and those are gonna make our mcgriddle top and bottom. All right, then we're almost done. Is this done? Are we done? Hello? What even are you? Oh God, it's so sticky. Oh, it's so sticky. They're not rolling into balls. Oh no. I think they need to be colder. I don't think it's cooled completely. Yeah, it feels a little warm still. I'm actually gonna stick it in the fridge. Oh no. All right, here we have something that doesn't look that appetizing. It looks like someone threw brown water on a wall, or poop on a wall. I don't know. But as you can see sort of here, I started to peel the corner and it is peeling now. Okay, so you just need to let it chill in the fridge, then you're ready to pull it out and get an appropriate size cutting tool to make some injection pods. Oh, I'm so excited for this part. This is just kind of wild here, but I'm gonna cut a corner off. Look at what I got here. Okay, great. So let's see how well this goes, all right? You're supposed to like ball them up. Oh, this one's working, okay. I feel like a kid playing with my food. Wait, I am. This is it. It's a tiny little scientific achievement. All right, I'm gonna put it on the little corner of the bowl here. I don't know how big they're supposed to be. I don't think very big. I'm gonna roll it around on the parchment paper. Actually, rolling it on the parchment paper seems to be the move because parchment paper is like super non-stick. As you can tell, it's really not sticking to anything. This is impossible. I wish I was good at things. This is not working. I just need injection pods. Let me have the injection pods. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the whole knife is sticking. This is going south. Get off the parchment paper. Help. Ah, this is hard. Why can't we just use the liquid form of maple syrup? All right, the parchment paper is your best friend here because nothing will stick to it. Even this incredibly sticky experiment. Okay, that's good, it ripped a little bit. Nice, everything's fine. So if you're doing this recipe at home, just do it better than I'm doing it. Hope that helps. I'm just gonna try to get as many of these made into a somewhat of a ball shape before I give up on this whole video. Oh my God. You like roll it too much and it starts to like smear. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All right, that's good. Actually, coating my fingers in butter because I feel like that might help this not stick to my hands. And it's working. When you're having problems cooking in any situation, just coat your fingers in butter. And I think the problems will probably go away. This is a mess. All right, let's just bring it home. All right, let's put a little butter and let's make these pancakes with our batter and let's just call it a day. You're also gonna wanna coat the insides of these little rings with either oil or butter just so the pancakes don't stick to them. You're gonna wanna be able to pull our little pancakes out of them pretty easily. So this is just a recipe where butter is your friend, okay? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Where am I? Here we go. Let's make some McGriddle buns. Oh my gosh, please work. So this is when we gotta put our pods in, okay? You're gonna take your Butterfinger, you're gonna inject these pancakes. So let's inject them. I'm not doing this right. I think I was afraid to overcook the syrup. And so in doing that, I don't think it was quite thick enough. And so now it's just like kind of sticking to everything, but it's still working. The pods just aren't as clean as I had wanted them to be. We're still getting little hardened pieces of maple syrup though. You're gonna want like, I don't know, 4 or 5 little pieces in each thing, and you're gonna wanna like kind of knock them in, and you don't wanna burn them like I am currently. I don't know, dude, this might be a wash here. I might have fucked this whole thing up. Nope, don't take it off yet. I tried, don't take it off yet. Oh no. We're gonna win this challenge, all right? If you couldn't tell, we're already winning. Oh God. Everything's fine. Everything's great. I think I poured too much in here too. Trying new recipes really be like this, huh? You gotta cook this low and slow because if you turn it up too high, you're just gonna burn the bottom and it's not gonna hold its shape and cook through. Anyway, now's the part where I speed through the last bit of the recipe in hopes that I can just salvage what I've done here by going fast. So here we go. All right, let's be done with this. I never want to cook maple syrup again in my life. That was awful. We have our McGriddle top and bottom. The bottom is a little bit crispy, but the top or the outside is perfect because you're still going to be able to see our branding, of course, which is hugely important. You're going to take our egg, drop that on, a couple of sausages, drop that on, and then lastly, of course, the most important part here is our McGriddle top. What do we do with the McGriddle top? We burn the shit out of it in the name of brand awareness. Let's just light some shit on fire. What do you say? This is fire, and it's really hot. So let's get the branding iron real hot. I actually don't know what the indicator is here. How do we know when it's done? Is it gonna yell? Is it gonna be like, all right, I'm hot. I'm hot enough. Because we really only have one chance at this. Are we ready to go? Is it time? Oh my God. Don't walk around your kitchen while you're doing this. It's unsafe. Here we go. Did we do it? It looks like shit! Oh no, dude. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. I fucked up the pancakes. And you can barely see the branding because it wasn't like a clean, evenly cooked pancake canvas. It was just like a shittily half burnt one. I hate myself. What the hell? I hate this recipe so much. Why did I underestimate how difficult that step was? It's very difficult. Do it right. Do it exactly right so you don't struggle like I did. But regardless, I made a McGriddle. Sort of. Here it is. I don't know. Did I make a McGriddle? I sort of did. Let's get a cross section. Okay. That's fine. Everything's fine. Well, it's pretty on brand that this is so shitty. So here's our shitty cross section of our shitty McGriddle. It's a mcgriddle from McDonald's. Let's take a bite so we can end this. I mean, it actually looks pretty bomb. Not gonna lie. Not bad. Let's take a bite. Okay, so here's the thing. However garbage it looks, it tastes amazing. It tastes downright amazing. All of the struggle and stress and hatred that I went through in trying to melt maple syrup and harden it and turn it into little pods, all of the stress, it was worth it because these pancakes are insane. They taste insane with the maple syrup infused in them. Like I'm trying to describe to you, it tastes like a pre-dressed pancake. It has all the flavors you need. You don't even want to dip it in anything. I get why they do that now. Oh my God, that is so good. Ideally, I like to make food that looks good, but if I'm incapable of doing that, which I am often, I'd like it to at least taste good. And today, we achieved the latter, so I'm happy. And I'm determined to make a recipe where I use this food branding iron and have it actually show up on something because that was pathetic. Either way, we made a wick griddle. Felix, what you got? Can you even make a McDonald's breakfast item? Can you even do it? I challenge you. This is so good. What the heck? You know how they say it's about the journey, not the destination? Fuck this journey. It's about the destination. It's about what that tastes like. Not getting maple syrup on my hands in every corner of my kitchen. But we tried, all right? We tried. And I'm happy for that, all right? I feel happy that we tried and we at least got something good. It was pretty easy, to be honest. Aside from that whole thing, you know, make some pancakes, sausage and egg, and you're good, all right? Just be better than me. Be better than me. I'm gonna go forget about my afternoon and just sink my teeth and emotions into this. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna link the video I followed below from Joshua and feel free to try it yourself. I guarantee you it's gonna be better than mine. But this is what I have, so I'm gonna go eat it. Also, I feel pretty grateful because we got to play with fire and knives and now we have breakfast food. So overall, it was a pretty good day.
Hey, shout out to Julien. Big peepee. Subscribe to Julien. Epic.